In this video series, we've been describing some of the dramatic advancements offered by the FlexVertex Data Multiverse. Today, we're going to look at a few advantages of FlexVertex versus a traditional relational database management system. As a reminder, in FlexVertex, no matter how you may visualize your information, all data is stored as objects, and each object is capable of being connected to every other object, assuming you have the authorization to do so. This opens up amazing possibilities for traversing your multiverse. Here's a quick overview of what we'll be covering in this video. Notice that we've created a base class for person and assigned some properties to it. We've then derived a passenger class from person with two new properties. We're now able to query on the person class, which will show us all persons and passengers. On the other hand, we may elect to just run a query against the passenger class, which won't show us any objects of base class person. In a relational database, we'd probably need to create a person table and a passenger table, and thus duplicate a lot of data and work. It would also make our application much less flexible and more brittle. In this example, we've associated 4 different types of government identification with the 2 passengers. There's no need for these documents to be forced into a standardized table. Instead, you can simply store each document in its own unique, native format. In a relational database, anytime you want to establish a many-to-many relationship between 2 tables, you need to create a dedicated table just for that purpose. Things are very different in FlexVertex. All you need to do is establish a connection between any 2 objects, such as we've done for passengers and flights. Each time a given passenger takes a new flight, all that's necessary is to establish a connection between the 2 objects. You'll notice that the connections are named, so you can use that when running your searches. And as we'll see in a moment, you can also associate data directly with these connections. This is faster, more efficient, and makes it easy to traverse your multiverse quickly. Mixed schema enforcement means that you can require certain data elements, such as ID and flight, and then let the remainder of the data be optional, as is the case with these 2 bookings. It's easy to embed entire objects within other objects, including connections as you see here. You can then run queries on either the outer object, the inner object, or both. If you're interested in learning more about how FlexVertex raises the bar on your NoSQL initiatives, be sure to subscribe to this channel so that you're continually updated on new materials.